it's me, Beauty by Jador. So today will officially be my first ever get ready with me chit chat video. I've never done this, so please guys, if I make mistakes, please bear with me. Today I will be using the Norvina palette Volume 4 by Anastasia Beverly Hills. And without further ado, let's get started with the tutorial. Sorry guys, I did end up doing a voiceover. There was too much back noise. So first I'm going to start off by moisturizing my lips using a Fenty Beauty lip gloss balm in the color Glass Slipper. So I'm going to use this Anastasia Beverly Hills dual brush. One end is the brush and the other end is the spoolie. I'm just going to brush those hairs upwards. Next, I'm going to go in and use this Colourpop Precisely Brow Pencil in the color dark brown. When drawing your eyebrows on, you just want to outline them first, and then you want to fill them in after. Next, I'm going to go in and just fill in my eyebrows. I'm going to go in using the Benefit Gimme Brow in the shade number 5 just to darken up the brows. Now it's time to clean up those eyebrows. I'm going to go in with the BECCA Ultimate Coverage Longwear Concealer in the shade Nutmeg. And I'm just going to use the brush that comes with the concealer. As you guys can see, I do end up connecting my concealer. This is how I make sure that the eyebrows are similar. To blend that concealer out, I'm going to go in using my Morphe R33 Dome Brush. Sorry you guys, I lost some of my footage, but I did go in and use the Louise Base number 5, and I just added that on to my eyelids, blended it in with the BECCA concealer. So guys, I did complete an eye off camera. So the first color from the palette that I'll be using is the number B2, and I'll just be patting this in on my eye as my transition color. So guys, as you can see, my camera was really tripping, so it keeps cutting off, but I'm just continuing adding that B2 shade. Now I'm going to go into the number B3, and I'm just going to use this shade to fuse out that B2 color. So the brush that I'll be using to blend out that color B3 is from Juvias Place. It's just one of their blending brushes. The next color from the palette that I'll be using is E4, and I'll just be adding this to the outer corner of my eye, also blending it in with that transition color. The next color I'll be using is A2, and I'll just be patting this on the lid. Eventually, I noticed that the eye color was not standing out, so I did go in using the Juvias Place I Am Magic concealer in the number 12, and I'm just going to add this to my lid. So the brush that I'm going to be using to blend that concealer out is by Bobbi Brown, and it is the concealer blending brush. Now I'm just going back in with that Morphe R33 brush, and I'm just blending out that concealer. Now it's time for me to dip back into that A2 color and pat that all over the lid. The brush that I'm using to lay that A2 color down is from e.l.f. and it is the flat eyeshadow brush. Yeah, it took me several minutes to get this lid color as vibrant as the other eye. So I just continue patting that A2 color. I did decide to switch brushes. This is the Anastasia Beverly Hills concealer brush. I'm just using that to place that A2 color. Dipping back into that E4 color, I'm just going to blend everything out more evenly so there's no harsh lines. Sorry to disappoint you guys, but I had to do my wing liner off camera. That's the only way I could get it perfect. So I did do the wing liner off camera. I went in using the NYX Vinyl Liquid Liner in the color Black. Next, I'm going to moisturize my face using Milk Moisturizer, and it is vegan. Sorry guys if I scared you guys with this big forehead, but I had to take that scar off so that I could distribute that moisturizer evenly. Now it's time for primer. I'm going to go in using the Milk Cosmetics Hydro Grip Primer. Now it's time for color correcting. I'm going to go in using the MAC Studio Fix 24-Hour Smooth Wear Concealer in the shade NC50. And I'm just going to blend that out using my BH Cosmetics Rose Gold Brush Collection. This is the contour brush. Now I'm just going to do a little more color correcting using the Black Radiance Orange Color Corrector. For foundation, I'm going to go on with the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Foundation in the shade 14 Cool. And to blend that out, I'm going to go on with the Juvias Place Foundation Brush. You guys, every time I use this foundation, it looks a bit too red for me. But eventually, once it oxidizes, it is my perfect shade. I'm just blending away because I want this foundation to be as flawless as possible. Now it's time to highlight and conceal, and for concealer I'm going to go in using the Juvia's Place I Am Magic Concealer in the number 12. And I'm just going to let that concealer sit for about 60 seconds before blending it. To blend out that concealer, I'm going to go in using my Wet n Wild Bretman Rock Powder Brush. I love using this Bretman Rock powder brush. It just distributes the product so flawlessly. Just going back over everything using that Juvias Place brush that I used to blend out my foundation. I just want everything to be so flawless. To set those highlighted areas, I'm going to go in using the Sacha Buttercup setting powder. And to distribute the powder, I'm going to go in using my Balm Lash Crystal Handle Fluffy Powder Brush. Now it's time for contour. I'm going to go in using the L'Oreal Infallible Concealer in the shade Espresso, and I'm just going to dot that around my face. I'm going to blend out that concealer using my It's My Ray Ray brush collection by BH Cosmetics. Everything is looking a bit harsh right now, so I'm going to just go back in using that foundation brush just to blend out some of that harshness. Now it's time for me to chisel out that nose. I'm going to just add a few dots of that L'Oreal Infallible Concealer in the shade Espresso. And to blend that contour out, I'm going to use my Morphe brush. And this brush did come in a brush set, so it doesn't have a number. Now I'm just going to go back into that Juvias Place I Am Magic Concealer in the number 12, and I'm just going to highlight the nose. To blend that concealer out on my nose, I'm using my Amazon Dual Brush. I have it linked in the description bar. Now I'm just going to go in using my Tati Beauty Blendiful Mini Sponge just to blend out that contour. Baby, that nose is snatched or whatever. Now it's time to do the lower lash line. I'm going to go in using that black Opal concealer stick in the shade Honey. To blend that under eye concealer, I'm going to go in using the Echo 2 Blending Dual Brush. Dipping back into that Norvina Volume 4 palette by Anastasia Beverly Hills, I'm going to go into that shade B2. The next color I'm going to add is E4, and I'm just going to add that to my lower lash line. I'm going to go back into that palette into A2, and I'm just going to add this to the inner portion of my eye. And I'm going to use a Real Techniques lip sponger brush to add this color. So now I'm gonna go into my Velux eyelashes, and they are in the style Rich Peach. I did order these from Amazon. I will have them linked in the description bar. Yeah, and the glue that I'll be using is from Duo, and this is my favorite glue. It catches on to these lashes and dries really fast, so I'm going to have to do one eye and then do the other eye, because the lash glue, it dries really fast, guys. So I don't even have time to do one lash and then do the other one before putting them on. I have to hurry up and put them on, or the glue will dry. And when I say dry, guys, I mean just that. Let's see if I can find my tweezers, and I cannot. So I'm just gonna place this on my eyelashes before pressing them back, so I'm able to move them around. Like I told you guys, you have no time to waste, so give me a minute. Now I'm going to add my primer. This is the Smashbox Photo Finish Lash Primer. Guys, I'm just going to let that primer sit for a while. I'm going to go ahead and start on my lips, and I'm just going to wipe off the lip gloss that I have on using a Neutrogena wipe. So I'm just going to go in using my MAC Cosmetic lip pencil in the shade Chestnut. For the inner portion of my lips, I'm going to go in using the Anastasia liquid lipstick in the shade Stripped. I'm just going to blend that lipstick and that lip liner together using that Echo 2 dual blending brush. Time for mascara. I'm going to go in using my YSL mascara in the shade Black. Now it's time to set this face. I'm going to be using the Fair Solid Rose Gold Elixir Setting Spray. Just going back over everything using that Tati Beauty Blendiful Sponge. Now it's time for highlighting. I'm going to go in using my BECCA Shimmering Highlighter in the shade Topaz. The brush that I'll be using to apply that highlighter is from Juvias Place, and it is their blue collection. When I tell you guys that I forgot to put blush on, I forgot to put blush on. And I'm going to go in using the Juvias Place blush in the shade Coral. The brush that I'll be using to apply this blush is from Morphe and is the M405 brush. I'm just reapplying that highlighter. For eyes, I'm going to go in using my Morphe highlighter stick in the shade Define Me. I'm sorry guys, this was supposed to be my first ever talk through tutorial, but ended up as a voiceover. There was too much background noise, so I had to do a voiceover. Please do me a favor though, like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Once again guys, I am so sorry. Sending much love and blessing. I hope you guys enjoyed it.